Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have an away leg against Celtic in our second leg of the playoff to get into the round of 16 in the Champions League, and we follow it up with our league game against Stuttgart. Since you were last with us, we've not been great, I'll be honest. We did manage a 1-0 win against Mainz away from home, thanks to an 88th minute winner from Cosmin Mania, a 3-1 win at home at Nuremberg, and that's been pretty much it, to be honest. A 1-0 draw away at Wolfsburg. Again, a very late goal from Cosmin Mania got us level there after Willems, who seems to always score against us, the Wolfsburg player, he scored in the 88th minute to give them the lead. We managed a 1-0 draw, like I say, in the first leg against Celtic. We were at home for that one. So I think going away to Celtic in the second leg could be a disadvantage for us. And we lost 3-2 at home, unfortunately, to Leipzig. We were 3-0 down. Their first three shots, they scored them inside 20 minutes. We did manage to get ourselves back into the game. Chavlina proving that he is still got some commitment to the club. He could be on his way out, though, in an £85 million move to Lazio. We did want more money, but he wants to leave, so it makes very little sense to keep him at this point now. Fran Garcia has agreed a move away to Celta Vigo that will go through in the summer as well. £16 million to Celta Vigo. And Manu Kone could be on the verge of signing for Dortmund as well. £30 million we will get for him. So once all this money comes in, we've got the opportunity to spend quite a bit ready for next season, and I am planning on doing so. We did target a centre-back come left-back from Schalke, but in the end he signed a new contract, so he hasn't signed for us either. So we are starting to struggle a little bit here and there, but we're still sat in fourth place in the league. It's been extremely tight for us, and yes, our form isn't particularly great at the moment, but like I say, we're still sat in fourth place and we are holding our own. And a win over Stuttgart could push them out of the opportunity for this top four today as well. So a lot of things to focus on. I think in terms of European qualification, I think we'll definitely finish in the top six anyway, with 12 points clear of Leverkusen and Mainz at the moment. So I think we have got an opportunity nonetheless here, and to at least qualify for either the Europa League or the Conference League, which again I would rather do given the nature of the current circumstances we find ourselves in, but we'll see how things go. Hein is in goal today, Martins, Shirodia, Anastasov and Kitenga at the back. Tukic gets into the midfield with Katala and Kari. Opacic, Nilsson and Chavlina as the front three. We did manage to make a loan signing on deadline day as well. Youngbluth, Valentino Youngbluth, who's come in. He's a Belgian international. He's on loan from Manchester United. He's a very good player, really. Really good mental attributes. His physicals are very strong as well, with a good first touch and technique. But he's not really broken into the first team setup. Yep, he's more of an attacking midfielder, but he can play in central midfield. And with all the injuries that we've had, as you can see, in relation to player fitness, we're still really struggling. So he has been a squad rotation option for us so far, and hopefully he will be able to prove himself. Chavlina really struggling for match fitness, as are a number of our players. Celtic away is never an easy game. I'm kind of at the stage now where I'm hoping we get beat so we can really focus in on qualifying for Europe next year anyway, which is very negative of me, but at the same time, we need that consistency of qualification, if nothing else. So, plenty to focus on, and we'll see how we do. Um, 1-1 after the first leg. I don't think away goals even come into account. I think if it's a draw, it's a draw. But again, we've got plenty to look at today. Here is Prati moving down this right-hand side for Celtic. Swings it in toward the far post, and Jimenez was there. Katenga did well to clear, but it's only as far as Stutter and Webster, and now Jimenez, and it's his 18th goal of the season. Obviously, Celtic's still running the show in the Scottish Premier League, so goals are quite easy to come by, it would seem, for them still. And we are now behind on aggregate. Obviously, because of all the players wanting to leave as well, the dressing room atmosphere is starting to dwindle a bit, and we are struggling, to be quite honest, to get that consistency. And obviously, player fitness and the number of injuries we've had in the last month is certainly not helping our cause. Um, Obviously, Chavlina as well, big shoes to fill from his point of view. And I'm looking at players like Katala and wondering how long he'll be at the club as well. Qualifying for Europe is all well and good, but if we're not winning anything, which at the moment we're not, will they stay? Will they last the distance with us? I'm not too sure. Here is Peda anyway into Shatino. Majanaga into Peda again. And now Feeney into Dante. Coming down this left-hand side, they've got loads of space again. And Stutter looking to get past Kitenga, and he does well. Cuts it inside to Prati. And now Dante, Mojanaga, Solbakken. We're completely being outplayed. It's come off the woodwork there. And I can't demand more from the team at this stage because we're just so shattered. Every single game, we're really struggling to keep up the pace. And Katenga has gone sliding in on Stutter there. I thought a penalty was going to be given. He's fallen for Dante, who turns in with ease. Stutter to the far post. It's a good save from Hine. But Solbakken with his first goal of the season. And we are heading out of the Champions League at the hands of a Scottish Premier League club, which is certainly not the way we'd want to go about it. But as I said, Celtic away is an extremely tough game. And we have been very poor today. Martin's here to Katala. And Tukic can't keep hold of it. And Stutter gets in onto it and charges forward. And we're not even putting a challenge in. We're just letting him run. Can someone tackle him, please? Tukic finally tries to win it back. Gives it straight back to him. It's cut back. Carry does clear. Chavlina picks it up. He's absolutely shattered, Chavlina, and so's Opicic, to be fair. And it's those two, they're exchanging passes. We're doing well on the counter here. It's a poor pass to Nilsson. It's in behind him. He gets into the penalty area, and it's a good save from Rushworth, who actually saved the penalty, by the way, in the first leg as well from Opicic. So it's been a very tough one for us, unfortunately. Mojanaga does manage to clear. Now Opicic picks it up, and that is a very poor first half showing. And I think, to be quite honest, it'll do us good to be out of Europe, but because of all of this transfer speculation and everything that's going on, I can't see us continuing to mount our challenge for the Champions League qualification at the moment either. Heim with another good save, but again, we're being completely outplayed at the moment, and Prati is going to take this corner. We are going to make some changes after these set pieces, and Hein keeps hold of it quite well, to be honest. Opicic is coming off. Stupar is coming on. Cosmin Mani is coming on for Chavlina. And to be honest, Casper Nilsson can come off as well for Carry. Well, saying that, Karyotis isn't fully fit yet either, but we'll have to bring him on nonetheless, get him a bit of game time. And defensively, again, we're struggling as well. So Katenga off and Kwanzaa on. As a right back, Kwanzaa's poor at best, but I think actually what we'll do, Martins can go to right back, Kwanzaa in at centre back, Shiradi can go out to left back. And we'll get Manu Kone on for Tukic, who's on that yellow card. Tukic, incidentally, was the least of our concerns in relation to fitness, but we have to focus on not getting that extra booking. We're going to go attacking as well, and we're going to berate the team because we've been completely outplayed by a team that we should be beating. I know it's Celtic away, like I say, it is a tough place to go, but we've been so poor and we're being completely outplayed. And we're appealing for offside, but I don't think it is. Jimenez with the finish, and it should be 3-0, that one. Oh, it's been disallowed. Well, you know, what can we do? It's probably the worst spell since our first season in charge that we've really had, and it's certainly not gone to plan over these last month or two, as Martins just holds on to it and finds Anastasov. Eamon Carrot into Martins. Plays it inside to Karyotis. And now Cosmin Mania. It's a good finish. Again, the Romanian, I feel a bit sorry for him because he's not quite getting into it as much as he should be. But when he starts, he doesn't seem to have as much impact as he does when he comes off the bench. So it's a bit of a strange one with him at the minute. But another good goal, and he remains our top scorer this season at the moment as well, which is a bit mental because, like I say, he doesn't start particularly regularly. But we've got an opportunity here. We're back in the tie. We're going to demand more. We're still on that attacking mentality, and hopefully we can find our way back into this tie. Shia into Manu Kone. Now Eamon Carrot into Katala. Cosmin Mania out wide to Martins. Decides to just take it down the line. He's managed to get it in with his right foot, and it's just over the bar, the header from Stupar. It was unlucky. It was well worked effort in the end, really, but again, just lacking that finishing touch, which is unfortunate. And we're now going to bump it up to very attacking and again demand more, and hopefully we can just find a way to at least have an opportunity, but it's not going to come, I don't think. And that's that. Champions League campaign is done. I don't know if that drops us down into the Europa League or not. So that'll be the next thing. We've got £8.25 million for that. So that's something. Ruben Ornelas wants a new contract. Okay, I'll sort that in a minute. So we're out of the Champions League for sure. I don't think we come back into the Europa League. And we've got a lot to focus on where the league's concerned. We've got Dortmund again next to last game of the season. Bayern Munich's not long before that either. So bear with me. We'll come back for the Stuttgart game. I'll get a contract situation sorted with Ornelas. And 4 games without a win. Hopefully we can improve our performance for that Stuttgart match. Okay, guys, here we go for the game away against Stuttgart. Very important game, this one, but as you can see, the European places have opened up from the top 6 to the top 7. So I'm guessing, given recent results in the Pokal, there is another spot opening up for Europe potentially. So be interesting to see how things go. I'm guessing it's the teams that are already looking in the European places at the moment are the ones that are in the final of the Pokal. So that's probably why it's been extended outwards a little for that extra place. So going into this game, we know what we have to do. It's going to be a case of can we do it, really? Chavlina has agreed, unfortunately, that move to Lazio. So he'll be leaving for £85 million. It's a record sale for the club, or it will be, but the money is already in our account, so we can do some transfer business in the meantime. Manu Kone was still waiting to hear back from his potential £30 million move to Dortmund as well. So hopefully things will be set in motion, and then we know exactly what we need to do in the transfer window. So yeah, a lot to be getting along with, that is for sure. But primary focus now is to try and get a win under our belts today. 4 games without one. Obviously, 2 games against Celtic as well within that 4 games. So I'm hoping we can get a result today. It's going to be a very tough game, but we'll see how we do. And Bayern Munich immediately are ahead against Freiburg 2-0 after 6 minutes in that game. Union Berlin have just taken lead away at Schalke as well. Martins here with a throw into Opicic. Now Lewis Miley tries to play it back to Kwanzaa, and Pinto stolen in, and Stuttgart are on the counter-attack, and Martins really well done to him. I'm hoping he can settle into the side a little bit, but we are going to have to go in the market for a left-back as well as a couple of other positions along the way. Katenga here into Casper Nilsson. Played back, and Kone manages to get possession back. Ibrahimovic over the top. Pinto is there. He's taking it around Heim, but I think he was offside anyway. It would have been his first of the season, but I'm pretty sure he is offside there. It was a very poorly timed run, in my opinion, and the referee agrees. He must be a new signing because obviously he hasn't scored yet. So hopefully it's not going to be a sign of things to come, because like I say, we are looking a bit impotent going forward at the minute. And there is a lack of confidence in the side at the moment. We just seem to be starting to dwindle. 2 attempts on target out of 4 for Stuttgart I saw there. We are yet to have an attempt on target. Here is Kwanzaa into Youngbluth. It's his first start today. Hopefully he can create something. Gerard into Baidu after Casper Nilsson lost possession. Kwanzaa wins the header, and again, we're just really lacking at the minute. Ibrahimovic plays it in. Kwanzaa did well to clear to Tukic. And can we get a counter-attack on? Tukic is still going with it. He's not released the ball yet. And in the end, he plays it back to Katenga. Now Youngbluth into Kariotis. That's a nice pass into Opicic, and he's got to hit the target. This is a problem that we've started to have in the last number of games. We're struggling to hit the target, and it's a big concern because, like I say, our key player, Chavlina, he's now leaving. We know that for a fact. It's done and dusted. But in the meantime, we need commitment, and we need players to really settle into a rhythm and get some goals scored as well. Poor up, very poor going forward for 3 yellow cards as well. So defensively, we are looking a bit frail with Anastasov and Tukic, especially in the middle with those yellow cards. Lewis Miley's on yellow as well, so it's going to be a tough fought second half. Opicic with a delivery from the corner. I don't know if we won the header there. Kwanzaa finds Casper Nilsson, who finally has his first goal of the season. I know he was out for 6 months with his broken leg from pre-season, but he's finally managed to get off the mark. He's had a tough rebirth into the side on that right-hand side in recent weeks, but we've got there in the end, and we've managed to take the lead, somewhat against the run of play, but we have started to create a lot more in the second half, and hopefully it will continue. Youngbluth here into Kwanzaa. Lays it over to Anastasov. A little bit of time to play his pass. Miley into Opicic. Now Kariotis into Opicic. Tries to play it through for Nilsson, but it's fallen for Lewis Miley. And again, a big opportunity there. He had plenty of time and space, and he's missed the target. And every time we make substitutions at the moment, it doesn't seem to help. But look at how tired we're getting. We need fresh legs on. I can't just leave all the lads on to try and grind the way through it. Chavlina's going to come on, Stupar's going to come on, and Mania is going to come on as well. And obviously we've got the yellow cards, but there's so many players struggling fitness-wise at the moment. Eamon Carey is going to come on for Lewis Miley, and we'll get Tukic off for Manu Kone as well. And Katenga and Martin's just going to have to try and get through the rest of the match, to be honest. It's been an extremely tough run of games for us, and I'm just hoping we can hold on to this one. Stupar with the delivery toward the far post, and it was headed clear quite comfortably, but the referee's pulled up for something here. I think Chavlina got pushed by Pfeiffer. It was actually an off-the-ball incident, to be fair, but we have an opportunity to secure this match, and Stupar will take the penalty. He's our best penalty taker, but he's not done too well from the spot so far this season, but he's done better that time. Into the bottom corner. A very important goal, that one. It does potentially secure our victory here. We just need to hold on for the next few minutes and make sure that we can get over the line. It'd be nice to have a clean sheet as well, to be fair, especially given recent results. And hopefully that is job done. And we've got a good 3 points there today, especially away from home. It has been a bit of a weakness for us in recent weeks. Here is Youngbluth. Tried to play it across. It's a dangerous pass looking for Carey. And Dunkerbeck, it's a really, really good save that actually from Hine. Dunkerbeck with a good effort at goal as well there. But we've come away with the 3 points and a clean sheet. So we've done pretty well, in all honesty, to come away with that win. We got the result that we wanted for sure. And that does give us a little bit of breathing space with 4 points ahead of FC Köln now. And we're still within touching distance of Leipzig. So that is very important. I'm not even looking at Bayern and Dortmund. It's this top 4 position that we're looking at now. I mean, we're 15 points clear of Leverkusen and Mainz. And that's the last European spot by the looks of things. So I think European qualification will be pretty much secure now. It's just going to be a case of which European competition we'll find ourselves in. We just need to get that little bit of rhythm, of course, and hopefully find our way in the process. A number of tough games to come. I mean, Dortmund and Hertha Berlin are the last 2 games of the season. We'll probably, I want to show Bayern, but it's a bit close to the end. So we'll probably do we'll get Freiburg, Bochum, and Schalke out of the way. Union Berlin and FC Köln will probably do in tomorrow's episode, and then we'll come back for the last couple of games of the season as well. Um, and hopefully we can secure our proper place in Europe. But in terms of the Bundesliga, again, we've had a proper poor stint, really. Just 3 wins in our last 10 matches. So a lot to focus on. Hopefully we can get some good results in our next few matches and maintain our push for European qualification. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.